everybody, I'm Tara from Crooked Row, and today we're making a quick video. I look a fright, I have no makeup on, no hair done, but there's a great reason why. Chris and I were out in the garden and we found a swarm. So we are putting together a swarm catcher. Today you're gonna see every one of us, including our little kids, sweating because it is almost 100% humidity and it's about 90. So it is very, very humid here today. But I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see the contraption that Chris has created so that we can catch this swarm.
So what we've got here is a temporary nuke or a swarm catcher. And this is not typically the way you would do it, but we're just throwing together what we got on hand here. We want to catch this swarm. So what we got here, I'm getting, this is it lemongrass oil?
It is, I think it's mostly lemon balm.
So lemon balm oil, and so this will attract the bees. We'll keep in a couple little vials like this. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the little container and you're going to want to fix it down in here, and the oil will slowly drip out. So I'm just going to put it right through this foundation wax, so it'll hold, and we'll put some here on this other frame.
And what does that do?
Well, and so it's going to release the oil, and the bees are drawn to this lemon seed oil. And it puts out
not lemon seed,
I'm sorry, lemon balm, lemon oil, but it's very strong, and so it's going to draw the bees in,
and we will spread some of that on it too, but let me do it because you'll use too much. Let me get the entrances. So it's like a girl when she puts on perfume to attract a guy. That's what we just did for the bees.
All right, here's the lid. All right, and so here we go. We're going to carry this up next and set it next to the swarm so that they're attracted. They'll go into the door.
It's the other side you want to do. That's out. This is in.
I have this side closed. It's all the way down.
Oh, it says out. They both say out.
So the way it works, see, you pull it down, it closes it. You raise it up, the bees pull up under there and into the nuke.
Now, can you use any box if you're in a pinch?
Assuming you have the frames and the foundation, I think any box would work with that.
Okay.
So the bees were right here in the grass, and it was hard to transfer them because they weren't really on any object that I could move. So it was very difficult to move them over one bee at a time. So I just left it here. That evening we had just a massive downpour, and so now coming back to check on them here a couple days later, they have transferred over, and so they're going into the nuke.
Wonder if they're inside.
Yeah, they're going inside. That door is open. That's because there's a door on the other side. It's closed, and there's no bees over there. So they're
wonder if we should open it.
They're going in right here. They only need the one entrance exit, kind of like that. They have the one on our other hive.
I can see a couple of them on the opposite side of the door right here. So there is some inside, right?
Yeah. So and that's why they're all kind of swarming right there, is because that's the entrance.
Okay.
So they're going in and out.
So should we be getting a place for the bees, like a new big deep?
So now with this, having essentially kind of caught the bees in this nuke here, so now we're going to get a new set of supers I'm gonna get it, we'll set it up with the frames and we'll be able to transfer the bees from the nuke into the new hive.
Okay, great.
So.
Okay, well here we are a couple days later, and as you can see behind me, Chris is getting the hive ready, so that means that we have successfully caught our swarm. And Elijah went out and he weed whacked where we were gonna place it. Christopher has laid down black tarp, and he is currently moving the cinder blocks for which we will put this beehive onto. And then Chris will get in his bee suit and we'll transfer the swarm that we caught over to that box. So we're gonna head out. We're putting this one, I'm gonna show you actually. Our normal hive is right here, and we're putting this one over here by the tunnel and the cage over here, so that those bees hopefully will be hitting the garden as well.
Got it.
Yay!
Oh.
Okay, so Chris has made sure that all of this is level. I'm gonna sneeze. Level. It's weird, it doesn't look level. But the level doesn't lie. So what we did was, we're back by the raspberries. We're back by the blackberries, raspberries, plum tree. I need to strap that over. Jerusalem artichokes, corn, sunflowers. So we're in just a different corner than we typically are. Right here is the raised beds. And so we've got this set up for the swarm that Chris has caught. And so we weed whacked all of this down, because this looked like this. And Elijah weed whacked it down to the ground. And then Christopher put down, I don't know if you can see that black tarp that's sticking out of the gravel. And then we put gravel on top. It has some weeds in it from where we raked it from.
Yeah, I got the bees into, these were in it, but it looks like the bees gave up and moved somewhere else. So evidently it was just a temporary shelter to get out of the rain. So I'll let you see here, there is nothing in it.
And all that honeycomb.
The honey melted and fell to the bottom. So the swarm is gone. So we can try to set up a trap to maybe catch another swarm. We might do that.
But we'll put at least the box and the bottom board away.
Correct.
So that mice or nothing gets in there to create a home.
Yeah, yeah. Until we're more certain about the next hive that we want to get. So sometimes that's the way it goes.
That's right. Okay, well there you have it. That was a lot of sweaty work for, I don't want to say nothing. That was a lesson learned to us too, because we had them in our nuke for several days and we didn't transfer them to a hive. So this is kind of our fault. We just waited too long and we really should have done this days ago. So hopefully we'll catch another swarm this year and we'll update you and let you know. But typically what we would have done was, in that little nuke right here, this orange and yellow nuke, we would have just taken the frames out of that nuke and placed them in a hive and let them grow. And really, if you can get a wild swarm, it is far, far better than purchasing bee packages, because they're already adapted to your environment. So those bee packages get shipped in from all over. So lesson learned, as soon as we catch our swarms, we really need to move them into our hives. So hopefully you guys have learned from our mistakes. I almost like it when we make mistakes on the farm. Almost, not quite, almost. But it's so that you can learn from our mistakes. So if we can fail and you can learn, it's worth it for us. So we are gonna sign off for now. We have a lot of other things to do. It's already a hot, sweaty day. It's like 9 a.m. You can see I'm already sweating. The boys are already sweating. Everybody has wet hair. And we're trying to get as much done as we can because rain is coming. So I guess all of this has just been a lesson for homesteaders and beekeepers and gardeners. So if we can fail and learn, anybody can. Thanks. Bye.